Hello class 9. Today I will discuss with you poetic devices. These poetic devices are used by poets to enhance the lyrical quality of their poems, and these are also called literary devices or figures of speech. From examination point of view, these poetic devices or figures of speech are very important. Sometimes the examiner may ask you to pick out the literary device being used in the poem. The first one is here simile. In simile, we compare one thing with the other with the help of as or like. We use as or like to compare one thing with the other. Example is here, she is as innocent as an angel. She is as innocent as an angel. Here, but her innocence is compared with the innocence of an angel with the help of as. So it is a simile here. If I say she is an angel, she is an angel without using as or like. Okay, so it is called metaphor because here we are not we are comparing actually one thing with the other, but without using as or like, with a much more direct comparison. We have many more examples here to clarify the this notion. He fights like a lion in the battlefields. Now here his bravery is compared with the bravery of a lion with the help of like. So it is called simile. Same example here, he is a lion in the battlefield. He is a lion means we are comparing his bravery with the lion's bravery without using as or like. So it is called metaphor. Then come beta here alliteration. In alliteration, what we do, we found repetition of a sound. Okay, example misty mountains. Which sound is repeated here? M sound. Okay, burning bright. Which sound is repeated here? B sound. Okay. Then come repetition. In repetition, we repeat the words. If we repeat the words, okay, example water, water everywhere. Which word is repeated here? Water. In alliteration, children, if you go back again, alliterations, one sound is repeated. Like M sound is repeated in misty mountains, B sound is repeated in burning bright, but in repetition, one word is repeated again and again to enhance the lyrical quality. Example, water, water everywhere. So here water is repeated. Then but come imagery. What is imagery here? An image in your mind, a picture formed in your mind. See, a painter uses pencil, colors, and paint a picture. Okay, but a writer, a poet, he uses some words to form a picture in your mind. If I write the word ringing, when I say ringing, you feel really I'm hearing a sound called ringing. Something is ringing. So it is called auditory imagery. If I say shiny bangles, you feel like to see bangles, shiny bangles in front of you. Okay, that is called visual imagery. So a poet with the help of his poems or the words in the poem forms a picture in your mind is called imagery. Clear? So we have two types here: auditory, when you feel like to hear something. When you feel like to hear something ringing, the bangles make a ringing sound. You really feel that it is ringing in front of you. Visual imagery, beta, when you feel something in front of, when you see something in front of you, like if I say shiny bangles, a picture is formed in your mind, okay, of shiny bangles. Then come here personification. Personification is another poetic device in which we attribute human qualities to a non-living thing. Attributing human qualities to a non-living thing. Example is here, justice is blind. Okay, we human beings can be blind. Okay, but justice is blind. See here, but here justice, the word justice is actually attributed to human qualities. So here justice is blind means here it is personified. The word justice is personified. One more example here, a host of golden daffodils. A host of golden daffodils. Host means the one who receives the guest. Okay, and here we have seen a host of golden daffodils. Daffodils are welcoming you, receiving you. So again here it is a personified. Here host, daffodils are personified as a host. Clear. Then but the last one is here hyperbole. Hyperbole is also one of the prominent technique used by the poets here. It means to exaggerate something, exaggeration of something normal. Something which is normal is exaggerated too much. Example, 10,000 saw I at a glance. 10,000 saw I at a glance. Can you see at one glance? Can you see 10,000 things? No, we cannot. Okay, so it is here hyperbolic. The poet actually has used the language called, the technique called hyperbole. Okay, I hope this is clear to you.